Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 3v3 clan battle on grassy flatlands between Huntsman and AG. I'm playing as GB on the right. Leonidas is playing as GB in the centre, and Krasnikov is playing as Russia on the left flank for Huntsman. I'm facing Quidium AG. In the centre is Pepe AG as Prussia, and on their right flank opposite Krasnikov is Tom AG, also playing as Prussia. So just a quick look over. The engagement's going to start in the middle here between Leonidas and Pepe. As you can see, their lights are just starting off now. So looking over to my side, Quidium rushes forward. He likes to kind of move his line and his lights in front and behind each other at certain points through the battle. As you see, I'm massing on my right flank on the red line, and here he's going to try and rush me and get his line and his lights into range of my lights. So I'm going to pull a shot, and then I'm going to kind of pull my line back and twist him round to the right. So it kind of allows me a little bit more angle on his men. So as you can see, he's just rushing forward with his lights and his line very close together. His lights are out of range of my line. As you can see, my lights are now going to start shooting up his line on the right as he pulls his lights behind, Quidium does. So I'm going to pull my lights back a little bit and I'm going to push my line up. I'm also going to send a series of cav charges through now, make him square up. I like to go for a quick decision to a battle rather than waiting around, sodding around with a huge light on light engagement. So I'm going to try and finish this pretty quickly. So as you can see, my cav's going to go in. He formed square with the first unit. I managed to switch him just before they hit that square, and I managed to hit into the other unit. So I've now got my lines all engaged, and my lights and my lines are engaged on the right. I've also managed to make him square on the right. His lights, as you can see, are quite a way behind his line. But I'm going to send another cav charge in. He's going to square, but that's fine. And he squares with the next unit as well. Now I'm just going to get 3 shots off the whole time in my lines. So as you can see on this side now, he's got foot guard over here, Connaught Rangers, another foot guard I believe. So he's got some really good quality units over here, which my lights and my line are just actually completely ripping through at the moment. So I send my cav through behind as well to hit his lights. As you can see, I'm also engaged with a unit or two of Pepe's. I switch my cav off one of my units, and both my units, and I go into the back of Pepe's units there where he's not looking. So as you can see now, I've pretty much routed away Quidium's right flank. He's going to send a couple of cav charges through, try and do something, but he doesn't do anything. I've got lines behind my front line to stop any major cav charges coming through. So as you can see there, I'm just ripping through one of his cav units as well. I've managed to get rid of Pepe's right flank for Leonidas there with my cav and my line. I'm going to pull my cav back now. I've still got some men left in that cav unit, so I'm going to pull them back behind my lines.
Our men are running first.
So now as you can see, he's doing basically a full retreat right the way back, as his initial attack failed, and I managed to counter-attack him and push him right the way back. So this is Leonidas now. He's engaged with his line on the Prussian Fusiliers. So as you can see, I'm just going to keep moving up around the side, and he's going to quickly try and rush his lines back down. As I say, a couple of foot guard units, Connaught Rangers I believe are there, maybe 3 foot guard units, I'm not sure exactly what's there, but high quality units. Over on Krasnikov's side, he's pretty much nearly finished off Tom AG. He's doing a runner now and having to pull right back. Pepe's putting up a good fight against Leonidas. Leonidas is doing a good job though. And as you can see now, Quidium's kind of running towards Pepe, go try and make some kind of a new kind of line against me. I have a little fuck up here with my lights. As you can see, they're just getting shot up at the moment. I didn't notice. I ordered them to move, and they decided to go in a completely different direction, so I have to then switch them back. So I lose probably about 20 or 30 men there, just doing nothing. So here my lines are moving up. So the lines I moved up are going to be engaged in the Prussian lines on the left flank, and also some of Quidium's men, but Quidium's men are now doing a runner as I've moved my line and my lights into range of his lights now, so they're all going to be shooting at him. So I've still got a reserve force of 3 line units at the moment. I believe all I've lost is cav. So I haven't actually lost a infantry unit yet. So myself and Leonidas' units are going to form up together, and we're going to hold a line there. I'm going to try and push back the Prussians' flank. So as you can see, Pepe's pulled his lines back, and Leonidas here sent a cav charge through, and he's doing a good job there, just shooting. They're just basically a line on line light battle. Middle's an awful place to fight, in my opinion. I hate being in the middle. I find it pretty boring to have to try and fight in the middle, in all fairness. So as you can see, basically just pulling back again. And this is Leonidas and Pepe having a fight off at it. As I say, middle's just awful. It's just kind of one of those places where you just have to hold. There's not really so much more you can do about it. Basically you're just relying on the flanks to do a good job and supporting them if needed. But here Quidium decides to try and rush my lights. I've still got loads of men left in these light units, so they're going to deal some really good shots off before these lines get there. And now I've moved my lines in range as well, so now I've got 2 lines of fire, my lights and my lines. Quidium's now going to try and outflank my lights, so I'm going to be able to move lines up there to deal with that if needed as well. So as you can see here, unit ran away. These 2 are red flags, they're not going to last long. My build, I've got 10 foot, normal GB foot, 5 lights, I think 2 King's German Legion light and 3 other lights, and I've got 4 light dragoon and a general staff. So I have no elites, especially on flats. I don't see they're needed in flats really, GB elites. Armies like Prussia and that, I would take elites just simply because of the fact that their line aren't that great, but these GB foot really do some really good damage if you get them in close. So as you can see, Quidium's right flank's gone. These are all my units here on the left of that line. So they're still engaging Quidium while the other half mile he's moving around. I sent a cav charge in his lights as he didn't have any line behind his lights, as he's tried to extend his line to hold out a little bit longer against me. So I managed to send a cav charge in there. Quidium then sends a cav charge straight back at me. So just going to form a square up. When I watched this replay back, I didn't think I did form a square, but there's the square, and I press the spacebar just to check it in a second. I think, yeah, there we go. Just to check I did actually form a square, because I thought it was pretty bad otherwise. But basically this battle's now over. Quidium's been done, he's just gone in melee now, there's nothing more he could do. So he's just gone in for a melee. Leonidas and Pepe did great jobs against their opponents. Just thought I'd show this flank of basically how well these GB foot do work even against the elites of GB. But thank you all guys for playing, it was a good battle. I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everyone, have a good time, and I won't be doing any videos probably about another week or so now, so I'll see you all after Christmas, and thank you very much and goodbye. If you could all rate, comment and subscribe, that'd be great. Thanks, bye bye.